Let's talk about rhinestones. Rhinestones are basically imitation gemstones. They can be made out of acrylic or resin or glass, and they have very sharp facets like a diamond, and that's why they reflect light. Do you want to know more about rhinestones? Well, I'm gonna tell you everything I know about it, okay? Lastly, I have a few little tricks.
Hey y'all, welcome to the show. And now, your host, the sneaky snack of burlesque, Sneaky Boo.
I am Sneaky Boo, an international award-winning burlesque performer. If you know anything about me, is that I love rhinestones. I love covering everything in rhinestones. My props look like a tumbler. But we need to learn the basics. Rhinestones can be many shapes and many odd sizes. Some of the rhinestones can be sewn on, some of the rhinestones can be in metal clasps, and we are gonna have a different video for this. Well, for this video, we're gonna center on round stones that we glue on fabric, or props, or anything. Rhinestones commercially are classified into crystal, resin, or gels. Crystals, let's say, is a higher quality like Swarovskis, Preciosas, I would say Looking Glass, and they are very sparkly, but also very expensive. Then you have resins rhinestones, which are cheaper, but also they have a really good sparkle, and they are made out of a very hard plastic material with a backing that has the color of the stone. And then there is what is called jellies, which is a kind of plastic stone that has the color inside of the plastic. It's a matte material, and they are much lighter in weight, and they scratch easily, but they are very cheap. Give you an idea, I buy my stones by bulk because it's cheaper that way. But for reference, this jar cost me about $30. These are jelly resins. This jar cost me $50 of resin rhinestones. This is $50 worth of what we call crystals. So you see that the budget of your project will depend on many things.
We need your help to help our channel grow. Send your Venmo tips here and get a shout out on the next video.
Also, rhinestones can be hot fixed, which means they have a layer of heat reactive glue on the back of the stones, and you can use an iron to glue them on fabric. Or they can be flat back, which means you need to use some kind of glue. Most often for burlesque, we use flat back stones. Although if you have hot fix, you can still glue them on your fabric with no problem. Rhinestones can be coated with an AB layer, which makes the sparkles come out with different colors, and sometimes it can change the color of the stone as well. If you ever see that the color says AB, means Aurora Borealis, which means it has a layer, which makes the color of the sparkle change. There is one more kind of stone that I haven't told you about, and this is the unfoiled rhinestones, which means they don't have a backing film. What happens is the facets on the outside of the stone will still make it sparkle, but the color will actually be the one from whatever surface you're putting it on. Be aware that if you use it on fabric and the fabric is very cotton on some kind of silks, the glue might make the fabric look dark, and this might look like just little freckles on your fabric.
What?
Rhinestones are classified by size, and there is a system called SS and a number which corresponds to the size of a stone. And there are charts to know how many millimeters it means, but in general, for burlesque, I personally use rhinestone size SS20, SS10, SS16, SS30 maybe. When you buy rhinestones off the internet, be very careful if you order a variety box, because you might order something thinking you're gonna get this kind of size of stones, but you end up getting this kind of size of stones. These are usually made for nail artists, and they are very tiny. When you wanna use it with drops of glue, you're gonna just dip it in the glue and lose the shine. So you wanna know the size of stones when you buy them. As I said, you will need to glue these stones with something. There are a few different options depending on the purpose. This kind of glue is
It's very smelly.
I'm very runny, so I don't know if I like it that much. Maybe for some prop or something rigid and small. E6000, these glues are very strong, but also you need to use it with a lot of ventilation in the room because they can make you dizzy and they will intoxicate your brains and they're gonna kill you. Then my very favorite for now is the E6000 Fabric Fuse, because this glue is a bit more flexible and it allows you to work with different materials with no problem. You can wash your fabric, it's gonna be okay. I like this bottle because you can hang it, And if you stop using it, you can just let it dry. It's gonna dry a little bit on the tip, and then you can pull it with a needle the next day, and you keep working like nothing happened. These bottles though are cheaper by the quantity of glue they bring, so I will just buy one of these, and then you keep transferring glue from the bigger bottles to the smaller bottle. You will also want a rhinestone tray, which is simply like a little cheap plastic tray that has grooves on it, and when you shake your stones, it's gonna flip the map, and it's much easier to pick the map. And to pick the map, you wanna use a wax pen. Wax pens comes like this, and you can cut them and shorten them and sharpen them. And sometimes they come like this, and sometimes come in all different shapes of katanas and rhinestone picks. Any of them that you are similar. If you are working with very very big stones, some tweezers might be useful. Lastly, I have a few little tricks. You don't really need these things, but they might be very useful. I love a rhinestone sorter. That means you put a bunch of rhinestones that got mixed up for some reason on the top part, and then you shake it, shake it, shake it until all the rhinestones get separated by size. It will not separate it by color, but it will separate by size, which is very nice sometimes.
Whoa!
Also, before I start the project, I will vacuum the area, and then if one of my trays falls on the ground, I can put a stocking or a wig cap on the tip of my vacuum, and then pick them up from the floor and drop them back on the jar.
What?
Okay friends, I think I tell you everything I know about rhinestones. I'm gonna keep sharing videos. I'm gonna make a part 2 with other kinds of rhinestones that are not the typical round glue-on style. And I will also show you how I glue my stones on my projects. Please subscribe and leave me all your comments. If you are a person that do rhinestones, please let me know because I love it. Bye.
Did you like this video? Give us a like and subscribe to the channel. Click on that bell button to get notified when the next video comes out. For more burlesque tutorials, check out these videos. Bye!
Then give it a like, a subscribe.
Yeah.